Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Today's video is going to be about my current favorites. Again, like I say in every video, everything that I mention that is a product will be linked down below in the description box. So if you guys would like to check them out, you can check them out down there. And without further ado, let's get straight on into it. The first category that we are getting into is makeup. What are my favorite current makeup items as a minimalist? Well, I only have two favorites. I barely wear makeup, only like eyeshadow, lip gloss, and concealer. And my two favorite makeup items as of right now that are my go-to items, even when I'm filming or if I'm going out to eat, is my Pacifica Sunscreen Lip Balm, which the color is in nude. And I absolutely love that lip balm. The Pacifica was kind enough to send me a couple free samples to try out, and this was one of them. And I love how it just goes on smooth and creamy, and I'm obsessed with neutrals. And also the bonus part is that it is a sunscreen lip balm. And I use it when I go out. I use it for filming. I don't use it to go to work because I barely wear makeup to work, but I must say that is my go-to item when I'm out and about. The next makeup item that I'm loving right now is my Tarte concealer. I was struggling to find a concealer that matched my skin tone, and with me working early in the morning, 6 in the morning I should say, I have bags under my eyes. Not gonna lie, I should be getting more sleep, but we all know us millennials don't really do that. We tend to overdo things sometimes, and especially with our lack of sleep, it shows on our face. So the Tarte concealer definitely blurs out that. I know it is pricey. I don't use foundation. Like, that's the only thing I use if I have a lot of bags under my eyes. The reason why I really like it the most is that, well, number one, it's vegan. And number two, it blurs out the bags under my eyes. And when they were doing the color swap on me, I really thought that I was Ivy or like, you know, white, because I am really like pale. But my color for that concealer is sand. I would have never thought it was sand, but it matches my skin perfectly to a T. So even though it's pricey, it is one of my favorite items as of right now because it hides my tiredness. The second category is probably one of my favorites, and that is one of my current favorite shows as of right now, what I'm watching when I have some free time. Well, there are 3 shows that I'm watching back to back. The first show that I'm loving, and I've been watching it like one episode every night before I go to bed because the episodes are only like 20 minutes long, so it's reasonable, and that is Grownish. I think it's hilarious. It's like a comedy / life lessons a little bit.
Everything Drizzy does is genius. For the last 10 years, he's been a hit factory and a style icon for mock turtlenecks.
Zaddy even had the Fresh Prince dancing on bridges in Budapest.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, Chief. No way this is Aubrey. Dude buys billboards, posts his drop dates on IG. This is real art from a real artist, okay? A boundary pusher, a genius, like Chief Keef or Young Thug.
Who?
Exactly.
I think it's hilarious, and I think it's a really down-to-earth millennial show. I feel like I can relate to it a lot. It has really good music in it, and I don't know, it's just super modern. Definitely an awesome show to watch if you are into like hip-hop and things like that, because I guess that's like kind of like the vibe to it, but it's such an awesome show. And I came across it on Hulu. I do have a Hulu account, which it is free because I have Spotify Premium. So if you have Spotify Premium, they pay for your Hulu account. So that works out both ways. And I was looking for something decent to watch on Hulu, and Grownish popped up, and I was like, all right, 2 seasons. Let's see how it is. And now I'm already on 2nd season, and I'm like, I don't want it to end. So yeah, if you're looking for a new show, a new funny show to watch, check out that one. Another show that I'm watching, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people already know about this show, that is American Horror Story. We are on season 9. Super excited about this as well because this one is the 1984 season. I wasn't born in the 80s, but I must say I love slasher films. Michael Myers, Scream, Friday the 13th, Freddy, slasher films are my favorite, and this season is based upon that. So we've only did a couple episodes so far. Like they come out every week. Even though I do not have cable, I have my other ways to watch it. We all know those sites that you find, the bootleg sites that you are able to watch free shows without having to pay a cable bill. I'm not gonna state the website that I watch on because I don't want this video to get shut down. It's not a bad website, but let's just say like things that are in theaters and stuff are on that website. I don't really go towards that stuff. I just gravitate towards like shows that I can't watch on Netflix or Hulu because they're on live television. So that's how I watch that. And if you are a fan of slasher horror films, you would like that. And if you're a fan of the 80s, you'll definitely like this. I don't know much about the 80s, like the clothing I'm not a fan of. Like I do like the shirts that go like this. I think that's awesome from the 80s. But the rest of the clothes in the show is just it's just so not my style. But the way they are doing this season is my style. And the last show is my current favorite that I'm watching is How to Get Away with Murder. We are on the final season, well, the final series, season, whatever you want to call it. I'm really sad that it's coming to an end because it is such an awesome show. I've learned a lot from it, from the legal perspective view, and it's crazy how to think so many people are corrupted with the lawyers and, you know, the police and all that stuff. It makes you think differently of the legal and justice system. It's a really good show. If you guys never watched it, they do have the whole entire, like, I think we're on season 6. They have like all 5 seasons on Netflix. Again, I've been watching this show on that website as well because it comes out every week, and I'm really sad to see this show go because I've been watching it for 6 years now, and I'm very intrigued to see how they're going to end it because we're on a cliffhanger right now. So every time there's a new episode, I cannot wait to go home and watch it and, you know, see what goes on. Next category is music. So I have 3 favorite songs right now that I'm listening back to back. I like a variety of genres. If you guys do not know me by now, I always have my Spotify playlists or my Spotify account linked down below in the description box if you want to check it out. Obviously, I cannot play these songs for you guys on my channel right now because, I mean, there's copyright issues when it comes to putting out music that's not yours, which I totally agree. If I made a song, I would want some kind of money from it. So without me playing it, I'll have it like, I don't know, listed somewhere over here where you guys can check it out, or you guys can see what the album or the song looks like, because I don't know if we can actually link music around here. But my first like favorite song right now is by Brent FAVS. I don't really know how to say his last name, but his first name is Brent. I'll have it like around here. And my favorite song from him is F the World. I don't want to say the word because it's a family channel, but I know it sounds such a bad name, but the song is beautiful. He has such an amazing voice, and he's an amazing artist. So I have a couple songs on my Spotify R&B playlist of him, and I've just been listening to him back to back, and so far he's my favorite R&B male singer as of right now. Another favorite song that I've been listening to back to back is Handsome Boy Modeling School. It's a band from the early 2000s, and the song that I've been listening to the most is The Truth. That is more on a lounge trip hop kind of vibe. If you guys don't know what that is, like what trip hop is or lounge genre, look it up. It's actually pretty decent. I know it's different. It's not your typical hip hop or pop music. A lot of people are familiar with those genres. Be different and seek other genres because there's a lot of music out there to be heard. Just not your typical like on the radio stuff. You got your things that are off the radio that are really great. The last song that I am loving is Girl in Red. We fell in love in October. So October is my favorite month out of the entire year. And when this song popped up on my Spotify, I automatically saved it. I think it's such an awesome indie song, and it makes me, I don't know, it just makes me feel a certain way. Makes you want to have a relaxed day, just clean, do what you want to do. Again, it's a really great song. It's not something that's on the radio. All these songs are not on the radio. They're all very different in their own little ways. But if you have a chance to try on different music, I highly recommend it because you never know what you like if you never heard of it before. So if you always stick with hip hop and R&B, maybe adventure out into trip hop or, you know, Spanish music. I love Spanish music as well. Open your mind to different genres because you never know what little treasures you might find. Next category are my favorite go-to clothing items right now. I've been wearing the same things over and over again, and I don't care because they are super comfy and they just make me feel a certain way. So since we are in the fall/chilly weather, I've been getting into a lot more neutrals. I know in the summertime I was wearing a little bit of brighter colors. Now I'm seeking out the whites, the tans, more of. I find that my mind is like gravitating towards neutrals more. So the main things that I've been wearing are some jeans, mostly like light or dark jeans. And I pair it with either a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt. And another thing that I like to pair it with is like a cardigan, like a long cardigan, something like that. And then, of course, we cannot forget leggings. I am obsessed with Aries leggings, you guys. The quality is amazing. I've never wore their clothes in my life, but the minute I felt the quality and seen the quality of their leggings, I was like, these are gonna be awesome for loungewear, for the gym. I just wear those all the time because you can pair them with anything and they are not see-through. They are nice and thick. And they also are high-waisted, so they suck everything in. So those are my favorite like clothing items as of right now. Next category is food. What is my favorite thing to eat right now? Dumplings with kale chips and cauliflower. Those two together, those three things together are such an amazing meal. I've been eating it like every other day. And I just bring it to work and I love it. It's so good. And I love barbecue sauce, so me putting barbecue sauce and on the dumplings, it's just perfect. I wish I had it right now. But those are my favorite like meals to eat right now. And then my favorite snack to eat has to be anything pumpkin. I've been getting into pumpkin a lot since it's in the stores now. There's a lot of vegan pumpkin creamers out. Even though I do not drink coffee, I bake with the creamers. So I've been making like pumpkin cupcakes, pumpkin bread, you know, pumpkin anything I'm down for. So that's basically been my little like go-to snack, especially like pumpkin cookies with some cinnamon on top. Amazing. Next category is plants. How can I not mention plants in this video, right? My favorite plants right now, no offense to all my other babies around me, my favorite plant, I have two favorite plants right now, and they are new in my home. First plant I want to mention is given to me by my boyfriend, and that is my variegated monstera. I was really nervous when he gave me this plant because it's been my dream plant for years. They are super pricey. I believe like a cutting is like $300, and so he did surprise me with a cutting of a variegated monstera for my birthday, and I was just speechless because she's just so beautiful. And she finally put out a baby for the month of October, so that really made me happy. And I mean, for her growing like that right away, I was like, oh my god, it's meant to be. Because I've heard some horror stories with variegated monsteras that people's regular monsteras, like the big ones that I have, they grow fine, but once when they bring in a variegated one, it doesn't do so good. So I was gonna feel so much guilt that if this plant died, I was like, oh my god, my boyfriend just wasted so much money on a plant that he gave me that means so much to me, that is my favorite. But it's all about confidence when it comes to growing plants. I just found a spot that she really likes. I found a nice pot and I winged it. The next plant that is new, there was a girl at my job giving them away. She had a couple of them and I decided, you know what, it's free. I always wanted one of these as well, but I never wanted to buy one because, again, you guys, I'm not buying anything. I'm basically just saving as much as I can right now. But with this plant, I believe it's called a palea. I don't know, some people pronounce it differently. tomato, whatever. The Palea plant is something that I've always wanted because it reminds me of lily pads, and I love lily pads. I think they're a beautiful plant, but they are difficult to keep alive out of a pond or out of a lake. So with the Paleas being out and about now and being really popular, I definitely always wanted one, but I didn't want to buy one. So sure enough, another vision came true, and I ended up getting the Palea, and she's been doing great, and we'll see how she is growing throughout the months. I'll keep you guys posted on my Instagram. I always keep you updated with majority of my plants on Instagram. But yeah, those are my two favorite babies right now. And again, no offense to my other beautiful plants. I love them all equally. I just have two favorite ones that I'm keeping my eyes on right now. And the last category are my two favorite items that I had purchased that I needed, and they are just something that I wish I would have purchased a while back. Number one being all black underwear. So I know this is a little TMI and some people don't like talking about underwear, then you guys don't have to watch this part, okay? But we all wear them, so I hate to break the news to you guys. When it comes to underwear, I like, you got your regular, nice, cheeky underwears, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. And then you have your granny panties, or whatever you want to call them. I know it sounds so stupid, but you know what I mean. You got your underwears that you don't really care about. Well, those are my comfy underwears. The ones that that I was buying from Walmart, they never came with an all black solid color. I wanted black ones only because I don't like colored or pattern anything. I just wanted a nice solid color. I finally found a solid color of just black plain underwears. I wear these to work. They are comfortable. I wear them on that time of the month. Not to go too invasive with the underwear situation. The other ones that I had got all ruined in the dryer, so I definitely learned my lesson there. I'm not gonna dry them. I'm gonna hang them to dry. They got really small. They kind of got frailed out. So needless to say, those are my favorite underwears as of right now. My next favorite thing is that I had purchased right now is the heating pad. I did not get an electric heating pad because I am terrified of them. I have this phobia of electric heating pads. I feel like even if I do get the ones with the timers, I just don't trust it, because I've had straighteners back in the day where they had a timer, like a shut-off timer. It would work to a certain extent, and then after a couple months, the whole like automatic shut-off timer stopped working. I just went old school. I boil some water, and this is when I have cramps or when I just have stomach pains every now and then. I boil some water in my little tea kettle, fill up my old-fashioned heating bottle pad thing, and just lay in bed and relax with it. And the only bad thing that can ever happen with that is if it leaks. And it's just water at the end of the day. We wash our comforters and our blankets, everything with water. So if it leaks, all I have to do is bring it to the laundromat and give it a nice good dry. So yes, that is my favorite little thing. And it also came with like a little knit sweater that goes over it, so it's not too hot. Because I remember back in the day, the old-fashioned ones didn't come with like a little cover on it, and they would get really, really too hot to touch or anything. So now they come with a nice cozy little sweater, and it's just so comfy, and my cramps are finally at ease. So there you guys have it. Those are my current favorites as of right now. I know, super random most of them are, and not your typical YouTube favorite video. I know a lot of people talk about fashion more and stuff, but you guys know that I'm a minimalist, and less will always be more to me. But I do have a question before you guys go. What are your current favorites? List them down below. List them, whether it's shows, list them, plants, list them, because I definitely want to see what you guys are interested in as well. If you guys are watching the same shows as me, nobody watches the same shows as me, so when a good episode happens that night, I have no one to talk to about it. The same thing happened when I used to watch Pretty Little Liars. I had no one to like sit down and discuss the episode, discuss who was A the whole time. But yeah, so not to get too invasive, I just want to know what you guys are liking these days. What are your current favorite things. But anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and let me know if you would like a part 2 of this. So on that note, I will catch you guys in the next video.